Oh, do you hear that? That's the Big Bob Tanyan train. Grossi Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to another episode of Packcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom 4-0 Grossi, and today we are going to be talking about the Green Bay Packers taking down the Atlanta Falcons. Before we get to that, I want to do a big shout and thank you to some brand new patrons. We have Lightning XZ coming in at the royalty tier with a $50 subscription. And then we have, this is sweet, Can't Wait to Marry Chris, October 10th, from Jenny. My heart is so full. So the Green Bay Packers dropped another 30-burger on their way to perfection, winning against the Atlanta Falcons 30-16. And this was a game I will fully admit I was a little nervous about. Not because of the Falcons defense, because, that's trash. It's more their offense. Julio Jones was back. Calvin Ridley was back. There was a lot of things brewing. I was like, oh man, this could spell trouble, especially with Kenny Clark out. Then you look at the offensive side of things. You had Devontae Adams was out. Allen Lazard was out. Well, that proved to not be an issue whatsoever. You know how many catches that Calvin Ridley had in this game? Zero. My boy Jair Alexander, shut him down. Didn't see nothing. Julio Jones wound up leaving with an injury. But yeah, the Green Bay Packers, they dominated this evening. Rodgers going 27 for 33, 327 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Phenomenal. And Rodgers right now is second in TD passes and passer rating, only behind Russell Wilson of the dreaded Seattle Seahawks. Gross. But on top of that, you had Aaron Jones going 15 for 71 and also 5 for 40 with 1 touchdown through the air. But the player of the game, by far, besides Aaron Rodgers, was Big Bob Robert Tonyan going 6 for 98 and 3. The hat trick, 3 touchdowns on the game. Now, Mercedes Lewis out for the game. DeGuara hurt at the very end of the game. Jay Sternberger, where were you, bud? Where were you? But this was Big Bob Tonyan's night. We were all looking for the tight end one, and we may have found him in Big Bob Tonyan, and I could not be more excited. On top of that, Jamal Williams was a great threat through the air in the receiving game. While we had some injuries, like Chandon Sullivan, who went out with a concussion, and Rodgers, who we thought for a hot second might have messed up his knee, but he said that he was fine. Overall, we escaped pretty healthy this evening, and it's a perfect timing because we have the bye coming up in week 5, so you allow guys like Adams and, of course, Clark to heal up and get better because we're going to need it coming out of the bye facing Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, on defense, Zadarius Smith had himself a night with 3 fracking sacks, and I will say the defense was pretty damn solid. There was a bend don't break element to them, but for the most part, they kept this offense pretty much in check. Matt Ryan going 28 for 39 for 255 yards, 0 touchdowns. You had Todd Gurley going 16 for 57 with 2 touchdowns. And during this game, there was not a single touchdown from a wide receiver from the Atlanta Falcons. So that was great. Also, if you take a look at the Green Bay Packers, they have still not committed a single turnover during these past 4 games, which I am all about. And so that means that Matt LaFleur is 17-3 during the regular season in his just year-and-a-half career, which, yeah. Are we going to be talking about Matt LaFleur being coach of the year just yet? So right now, the Green Bay Packers are heading into the bye 4-0, a perfect start. And I am absolutely loving everything that I'm seeing. Hopefully, Kirksey's going to be able to heal up. I know Lazard is going to be out for at least 3 games because he is on IR because of his core muscle surgery. But it seems like we're going to be getting at least some of these guys back after the bye. And right now, honestly, bring on any damn team from the NFC. The Green Bay Packers can beat them. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. How'd you feel about the game this evening? Let me know what you think. Oh, and by the way, Bears lost. We're number 1 in the North. You can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com or at TomGrossiComedy on all social media. See down below. Check out podcasts on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. And a big shout out and thank you to all the patrons over at patreon.com/TomGrossiComedy and the YouTube members. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack Go.